Hi, this is A. Wilson. That ain't tells it like a TI is. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Topic I'm going to talk to you today is Housewives Tea. In this episode of Housewives Tea, I'll be talking about Garcelle Bouvet's leaving Real Housewives of Beverly Hills before the reunion. I also will be saying how she gonna follow some of her cast members, including Sudden Strikes. I also will be talking about what um what um what Giselle said about Mia leaving the show and then her also promoting Love Hotel. I also will be talking about Phaedra's cover on this magazine, how she posted some pictures of them at the Hawks game. Uh, at the Hawks game. I also will be talking about Ashley Darby trying to sing a tribute song to Roberta Flack. I also will be talking about I also will be talking about Sweet Tea leaving the Real Housewives of Married to Medicine. I'm also gonna do a separate video on what I think about it, but I'm just gonna give you a gist of it right here. Those are just some of the topics that I'm gonna be talking about in this Housewives Tea. And like I said, Gracelle Bouvet, they a lot of people saying that she didn't even come to the reunion, but she did film all three parts of the reunion. But before the reunion started, she said that she was not coming back to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills because she wanted to focus on her sons. And I think she said one of her sons or two of her sons are supposed to be graduating from high school and going to college, and she wanted to be there for those events. And then she said she had other stuff in the works. And there was a little fallout behind that too. Certain people, like I said, I tried to watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills when the Garcelle first came on her first season, and stuff like that. And it was just so toxic with that Erica Jane woman, and that Lisa Rinna woman, and then also that other Russian woman, I can't think of it. Yeah, Diane. That Diane woman, those three it made it so toxic for me to even watch the show. And so I just stopped watching it after I think two or three episodes. And so I was trying to get interested in it about them having Married to Medicine and Potomac I was only focusing on those shows because I was reviewing, but I'm kind of glad because the internet fodder that I saw on Twitter and stuff, I really didn't want to see it anyway because it was similar to what they were doing to Sweet Tea on Married to Medicine, but it was just the to me the white version of it. But anyway, that's all I have for that. I'm going to move on to the next topic. The next topic was it was after Kenya Moore did her little confessional and all that stuff. The next day, that Sunday, Bravo put out released a trailer showing showing a Phaedra showing up to the show, and then Portia opened the door and said, "Where have you been?" And then they showed Phaedra's confession looks and stuff like that, and people were saying, why they putting stuff out about Phaedra? Phaedra didn't the film for the last two episodes, and I was saying, well, Bravo looked at it. They wasn't gonna let Kenya get the upper hand on her by saying her confessionals and stuff about what happened to her, that situation with Britt Eddie. And then after that, I think one day last week, TMZ caught up with Andy Cohen. Now, some people say Andy Cohen called TMZ. Some people say, no, he just caught up with him outside the building. And asked him questions. They said, what do you think about Kenya? What's going on with Kenya? And he was saying, uh, all I have to say about Kenya is that, is that I love Kenya. But we're focusing on new things. Phaedra will be coming back to the show in about 5 weeks. Phaedra, but you ain't saying nothing about it. He got in the car and left. And I was saying, uh, like Nene said, and like she told Nene, when they through with you, they through with you. It's the same way with her, vice versa. When they through with you, they through with you, and they don't want to be discussing or talking about you. That's why Andy was very vague about them. On to another subject about Phaedra. Phaedra was on the cover of some magazine, and she was taking some pictures, and she looked good. And she also, I think Portia was also there. And then she also posted up some pictures where that took her sons to the Hawks game. 'Cause I know a while back, Shania said she was going to be singing an national anthem at the Hawks game. I don't know if they recorded that for the show or not. And she showed some pictures where it was her and Portia, her and it was her and Portia, her and Kels, and then it was a picture of I think Cynthia. I think it was a picture of Cynthia and Marlo or something like that. So I'll put that in the video too. Uh, also, um, Salt Lake City has started filming, and they said it was going to be a crossover between Salt Lake City and Below Deck, and they showed Mary and I think Rachel on the no, not Rachel, Mary and Angie. They showed on the boat, and then they were saying something about everybody was showing up except for Lisa Barlow. Lisa Barlow wanted to come out with money. I mean, wanted to have a was holding out for more money, and then, according to, I think it was JVI TV blog, or one of them said that was not true. That was not true. That was like fake news. And then next thing you know, they showed Mary posting up a picture with Lisa. And some people say, "Is that Lisa? Is that not Lisa?" And I was thinking, I was saying, they don't look like Lisa, but then here's Lisa. But then somebody put up another picture, so I think Lisa had a facelift or something done because she don't have them few wrinkles like she did last year, and stuff like that. On another note, um, on another note, they also said that Broadwin was accused of some kind of fraud and infidelity and stuff like that. And then Broadwin came out and said she don't mind people talking about her, saying rumors about her, but don't be involved with her daughter. And then she came out with a statement and stuff like that. I'll put that in the video too. Uh, and uh, and also, also, um, uh, Angela came out and she was saying that her husband never had a baby on her. It was her former husband, not Charles Oakland, that had a baby on her. And she was saying people were getting that stuff mixed up and throwing out that Wendy Williams comment. She said even though Wendy Williams did tell her that, and now that she looked back on it, that was unsolicited advice she gave Wendy Williams. But she said Wendy Williams handled it like a trooper. She said Wendy Williams checked her and put her in her place and stuff like that. Um, I don't think I have any more topics for this Real Housewives. This Housewives Tea video. I'm supposed to do a second part because some new stuff that came up today, and I want to get a chance to go over it. So that's all I have for this video. This is A. Wesley. That ain't even tells it like a TI is. I am out.